Greetings, friend. I will show you how to solve this puzzle, T.T.T.T by Skiddix, and I'll give you the secret to finding and solving Sudoku continuous loops. Not only will I show you how to spot these continuous loops, but I'll show you how to connect them together and make the eliminations you need to make progress in this puzzle. And there's so much more after that, so you'll want to keep watching the whole time. Click the link below if you want to give it a go, and with that, it's solving time. So I have solved this puzzle before, and I tell you, it's got a genius break it. You're going to want to watch this. So basically, what I noticed with this puzzle is you kind of notice there's like the 2, 5, 8, and 9 out here on these outside T's. You know, see how the puzzle kind of forms these little T's going out? That's where it gets its name. 2, 5, 8, and 9. And it makes some quite a few restrictions here. So like, look at the 9s. You got a 9 here coming down, column 9 and row 9. So where can a 9 be in block 9? It can be in those two spots. So now look at the 5s. You got the 5 cutting across here and the 5 cutting up here. Where can the 5s be in block 3? Right there. And then let's look at the 2s. You got the 2s cutting across here, row 1 and column 1. So the 2s are limited to these two spots. And then look at the 8s. 8s cutting across row 9 and column 9. And so where can the 8s be? These two spots. Simon Anthony says, whenever you see Snyder notation, where there's only two possibilities in a given 3x3 block, when you see this Snyder notation where it's off-centered, so it's not, in the same row or column, they're troublemakers. There's something going on with this. And then the fact that they make these nice little symmetrical markings throughout the puzzle clued me in that there's something going on here. And I want to figure out what that something is. And so what we want to do is we want to actually notice something else. It's these cells right here. You notice how the 6 kind of blocks these 3 cells, so 6 can only be here and here. The 3 blocks these 3 cells, so a 3 can only be here and here. A 1 blocks these 3 cells, could only be here and here. And then you got the 4 blocks these 3 cells. Like a 4 can't be in any of those cells. So a 4 can only be here and here. Well, those form strong links, right? When there's only 2 possibilities for a candidate in a house, which is a Sudoku row, column, or block, that's a strong link. So if one's false, the other's true. Well, you pair that with the fact that these 2s, there's only 2 2s in block 1. This is a strong link. And then you got some strong links here. This is the basis for a Sudoku continuous loop. This is awesome stuff. And this got featured CTC Discord, recommended by Wisteria. So I was real excited to see this great reviews on the Discord server. So let's fill in these cells here and see what I'm talking about. So what can be in this cell right here? You see it has a 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 4. Okay. And then what can be in this cell right here? You got a 1, 2, 6, 8, 9. So 3, 4, 5, 7. What can it be right here? You got a 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't really seem like much, right? There's so many possibilities here. Let's go down here. We got 2, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 4, 9. Right here, you got 1, 2, and I'm naming out the cells that can feed into this. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. So 3, 4, 7, 9. Right here, what we got? 1. Can't be there. You got a 2, 2, 3. A 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. So 4, 6, 8. And then feeding into this cell, you got a 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 1, 3, 7. And then right here, you got a 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. So 2, 6, 7. Okay, so if you look at these cells, it doesn't seem like there's much going on. But what I talked about is you have a bunch of strong links here. And when you put strong and weak links together, you end up with a Sudoku continuous loop. So the way to spot that was to look at these strong links and look for other strong links feeding into these cells. So this is how it's going to work. We'll start right here with this cell. So this 2 has a strong link to this 2 right here. Then a weak link to this 4 because there's more than one 4 in this cell. Strong link to this 4 because there's only 2 4s in column 3. Weak link to this 8. Strong link to this 8. It would help if I put the 8 in there. Weak link to this 1. Strong link to this 1. Remember, there's only 2 1s across the way. Weak link to this 9. Strong link to this 9 because there's only 2 9s right there. Weak link to this 3. Strong link to this 3. Weak link to this 5. Strong link to this 5. Weak link to this 6. Strong link to this 6. Then you go weak, strong. So that forms your Sudoku continuous loop. This is awesome stuff. It reminds me of another puzzle that I solved. So I'll put a link to that at the end to see another genius way to find and solve these Sudoku continuous loops. But what this means for us is we can make a bunch of eliminations now. Basically, when you have a Sudoku continuous loop like this, only the cells that go in and out of these strong links are the ones that you're going to keep in the cell. So right here, you have the strong link with the 4 and the strong link with the 2. You can eliminate the 1 because either this cell is a 2. If that's not a 2, this is a 2. And if this is a 2, then this cell is going to be a 4. So it's either going to be a 2 or a 4. This one's either going to be a 2 or a 6. This one right here, because you have the strong link with the 8 and the strong links with the 1, it's only going to be a 1 or an 8. So you can get rid of that 3 and the 7. Right here, it's got to be either the 4 coming down or it's got to be this 8. So you can get rid of that. This one, looking across, you got it's going to be a 9 or the 3. So you can get rid of the 4 and the 7. And then this cell right here, it's either going to be this 1 cutting across or it's going to be the 9 inside the block. What can be right here? This is going to be either the 5 or the 6. So that's a 4, 7. And then what can be right here? It's either going to be your 3 or the 5. So we can get rid of the 4, 7 here. Okay, this forms your nice Sudoku continuous loop. And like I said before, this either has to be a 2 or a 4. If this is not a 2, that's a 2, which would make this a 6, and add a 5, and add a 3, and you keep going on and on. So you could only have those 2 candidates be in the cell. And if you want to learn more about alternate inference chains and continuous loops, which is what this is, check out my alternate inference chain type 1 tutorial. I'll put a link right here. And while you're at it, reach down, subscribe to Smart Hobbies so you don't miss any new content. Okay, what can we do with this now? I want to change your focus to this 1 and the 6 right here. Notice how it cuts through, and the 1 and 6 are going to be in 2 spots here in block 5. You may have noticed this if you tried to solve the puzzle earlier. So this is a hidden pair, 1 and a 6. And this creates a 2, 5, 8 naked triple right there in the middle. So let's get rid of these colors while we're at it, because I want to show you something really cool. And I'm going to tell you too, you want to keep paying attention because this is where it gets thorny. It'll be easy for you to make a mistake. You want to keep watching to the end to see how we navigate these pairs and triples that you're about to see to make sure we don't make any mistakes moving forward. So if you look at this cell right here, what can this cell be? It can't, because it's 1, 6, triple, it can't be a 1 or 6. It also, it could be a 2, but it can't be a 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. It could be an 8. So you might notice now is we have a naked triple. There's a naked triple now in column 3 because all the eliminations made. 2, 4, and 8 are limited to those 3 spots, which means we can actually put the 1 and 6 here. So the 1 and 6 are limited to those 2 spots in column 3. So this is the beauty of finding that continuous loop and the kind of eliminations that we can make. Same thing, let's look right here. So now you have this 2, 5, 8 naked triple. What can this cell be? Looks like it can only be a 4 or a 7. And something else to keep in mind, where can the 7s be along this row? Well, it can only be in these 2 spots. And so this is going to be a claiming pair. 7s can't be up here anymore because they have to be in block 2 in row 3. Because it's not going to be here, it's not going to be there, and it can't be in this cell. Same thing with the 4. You'll notice the 4 can't be here, and it's not in these 2 cells. So this is, the 4s are actually going to be a claiming pair as well. I want to point that out. You're going to see a lot of claiming pairs going on, some of these naked and hidden triples and pairs. Keep watching. So now let's kind of focus on column 7. You're probably itching to actually get a solved cell here. We're about to do that. where can a 4 go in column 7? Well, it can't be here or here, and it can't be here because of this 4, and it can't be here because of this 4. So we can solve this cell for a 4 because it's a naked, hidden single. It's the only place where a 4 can be in that cell. Cool. Now, where can we solve for a 7 in this cell? Can't be there or there. Can't be here, obviously, and it can't be here because of this 7. So we can actually solve this for a 7. All right, we are solving cell. This is good stuff, but you got to keep paying attention and working your way through this solve because we're not done yet. All right, this is going to be 5, 9. So you have kind of another 3, 5, 9 naked triple going on right there, which will help us out as we move forward in this puzzle. So now let's focus on row 5. You'll notice here you have this 1, 6 hidden pair. And so 1, 6 are in those two spots. And you also have a 3, 4, and 7. So what's remaining is a 2, 5, 8, and 9. Where can a 9 be in row 5? Well, it can't be in any of these spots, and it can't be here because of this 9. So we can actually solve this cell for a 9. Nice. And now this 9 and this 9 means that the 9 is going to be in one of these two spots right there. And so you can see now we're really starting to make good progress. And then go right here, and we can fill out and go, hey, that's a 5 right there. So that's got to be a 2, 8. So 2, 8, 2, 8. So the 5 can only be in one spot. So we can solve that for a 5. And we can eliminate the 5s from these extra spots. So now you got this 2, 8 naked pair working down column 5. And the other thing you may have noticed when you did the initial solving is that the 2 and the 5 givens are right here. And this is a 2, 5, 8 naked triple. 2 and the 5s are a hidden pair right here in block 8. Hopefully you can see how that is. This is going to help us again with some solving as we're moving forward. Okay, next thing you're going to want to notice is what is along row 7 here. So it could be a 1, 3, 4, 8, 9. You got the 1s right there. So this could be 4, 8, 9. This 2, 8, this is a naked pair. So 3, 4, 9. And then right here, this would be a 3 or an 8 because of that 4, 9. Things to keep in mind is that these 3s are a claiming pair because they're limited. There's nowhere else they can be in row 7 except here in block 5. And then the 4s are going to be the same way, claiming pair. So that what it's telling you is you can't put any 3s or 4s down here. All right? So these can't be 3s or 4s. They also can't be 2s and 5s. And so it's going to help us figure out and do some more eliminations there as we move forward. By using all that, let's see what we can solve this cell for right here. So it can't be a 1, can't be a 2 because it's 2, 8, can't be a 3 because the 3s are limited up here as the claiming pair, can't be a 4 because the 4s are limited, can't be a 5 or a 6, could be a 7, but it can't be an 8 or 9. You can actually solve this cell right there, naked single 7. And so now we got the 7 here and the 7 here. It means this is going to be a 7. And the only spot left for a 7 up in block 3 is right there because of these two 7s. And then you remember these 7s are like a claiming pair. So then the 7 is limited to this spot in block 1. And with these two 7s, we can actually solve the 7 right here. And of course, this 7 now resolves this. It makes it a 4. And we can finish off the 7s right there. And you look here, we got this 6. This is going to be a 2, 5. Kind of create our 2, 5, 6 naked triple. Awesome. And so now with this 4 and a 7 solve, we can eliminate the 4 from right here and actually solve for the 4 right there. And we'll get rid of some of these marks. Makes it a little messy. And so you can see that we're just going to continue to start chipping away. But you got to see these claiming pairs, hidden pairs, or it won't make much sense and you might miss what we're trying to do here. And with the 4s, what's kind of nice is you'll notice with this 4 cutting across and the 7 filled in, the 4s are actually a pointing pair. So 4s can't be anywhere else along column 9 except up here in block 3. So that means this cell here can't be a 4. So where can a 4 be in block 9? It has to be right here now. So they were able to solve that for 4, which makes 4 restricted to these two spots right there. And can't quite solve the rest of the 4s, but we can see here 1, 3, 9, and you got this 9 right there. So this is actually a 1, 3, kind of creates another nice little naked triple with the 1, 3, 9. So then come over here, and what you'll see is you have a 1, 3, 6, and then the 6s are going to be a claiming pair as well, because the 6 can't be there, so they got to be here in row 9 in block 7. And so then a 6 has to be in one of these two spots, so we can make that mark. Something else to take advantage of here is I'm going to highlight this. You have a naked pair 2, 5. So now the 2, 5 are locked into those two cells in column 4. And so what else can we be along this column? It can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So we're looking for a 1, 6, 8, 9. So you have a 6, an 8, and a 9 right here. Guess what? This cell has to be a 1 now because of this naked pair. So let's remove the colors from that. And now we got that 1. You can actually solve this for a 6 and that for a 1. Nice. All right. And so with the 2, 5, what's left? This can't be a 6 anymore. This has got to be your 6. So we can solve that. And this would be an 8, 9 because the fall with this 3, 8, 9. And then what we have up here is 8, 9, and this would also be an 8, 9. So it's going to be another naked pair. Great. So we're making some great solves here. Let's keep moving on with this puzzle. Look up column 6. Looks like a 2, 3, 5, 8. So you got the 2 and the 5 right there. So this would have to be a 3, 8. So this is another naked pair, which means this has to be a 2, 5 because that's the only two cells remaining. So this is good stuff because now this 2, 5 and this 2, 5 are also a naked pair. I'll get rid of the colors and realize this has to be either 3, 8, 9. So we can do the 3, we can do the 8 or 9. Great. And this, you probably notice, is a naked triple. Doing a lot of coloring here, but I want you to see how you're blocking things out with these naked triples, naked pairs. They pop up so much, and this is the way to continue solving this puzzle. As long as you have these things to work on, you don't have to look for any more advanced strategies. So what's come across here, you have this 3, 8, 9, you have a 2, 5, 7. So you're looking for a 1, 4, 6 to finish this out. So 1, 4, 6. And you got the 1 in block 3. And then you have the 4 right here. So I can make those marks. Great. And so what you're looking for is, looks like 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a 6 here, got a 5 here. So that could only be a 3 or a 4. Okay. Let's get back over here and we'll remove the markings. Also, remember they had that 2, 8 naked pair, so we can get rid of that 9. And now I want you to kind of focus over here in block 4. What can this cell be? Well, it can't be a 1 because it's 1, 6. It can't be a 2, can't be a 3, can't be a 4. It could be a 5, but again, it can't be the 6 because that 1, 6, and it can't be a 7, 8, 9. So you actually have a naked single 5 right there. This is really cool stuff. Awesome. So you get that 5 right there. Now we can, again, do some more great solving here. So what is remaining in this block? So it looks like a 2, 3, and an 8. Because you got the 2, 8 there. So 2, 3, 8. And we can eliminate the 2 from right there. Anything else we can eliminate? Nope. But what you'll see is, the 3s are now limited to these two spots. You come down here. I didn't finish out this spot, but this is going to be a 3 or a 4. Because 3, 4, 8, 9 cutting across, and you got the 8 and the 9. And I see something pretty cool here, and so we'll just take advantage of that. This is another advanced strategy we can use. And you guys know what this strategy is? With these 3 cells? It is an X, Y wing. Okay, we got 3 different candidates, 3, 4, and 8. You got the 3, 4 right here. This is the pivots. These are 2 pinchers. And so if this is a 3, that'd be an 8. If this is a 4, that'd be an 8. So either one of these purples has to be an 8, so we can eliminate an 8 from any cell. So use both of those. So we can actually eliminate an 8 from this cell right here. How cool is that? An XY wing to help us push forward with this puzzle. Great. Love it. So now let's go here, and we know we can solve that for a 2. The other thing we can do is we can actually eliminate the 8 from right here as well and solve that for the 1. So 2 and the 8. Great. Now we're really moving forward, because remember, this is going to resolve our naked triple coming up column 3. One of the first things we spotted in this puzzle. So that's 2, 4, and that's going to be your 8, which makes this a 9, and this an 8, 9, 3. Resolve that whole naked triple there. Okay, 8, 9, 3. So get the 3 down here, which makes this a 3, and then makes this a 9. All right, and we resolve this triple here in block 9. Great. And now this 3 means this is a 5. That's going to be your 9. Get rid of that extra mark. And here's 5 here. All right, we can resolve this 2, 5 naked pairs. 2, 5, 2, and a 5. That was super helpful for us at the beginning of the puzzle. Nice. And now we look across here. We got this 3, so that's got to be your 4. And then we can get rid of the 1s. So it's 3, 6. Have we resolved that yet? Not quite yet, but we can get rid of this 4 right there. So this is a 1, 6, 1, 6. We then know that this has to be your 4. That's going to be your 3. And this is going to be your 6. Cutting across, this is going to be your 2. All right. And after we made all those marks, probably notice this is actually a 2, 3, 8 naked triple again. So I'll just kind of show that. And so we know what's remaining in these cells would be a 1 and a 6, a 1, 5, 6. And since there's a 5 right here, the only place left for a 5 would be in this cell right there. So we can just kind of mark that for the 5. And so then we know that this would have to be your 6. Hopefully you see how that works. All right, get rid of those marks. Cool. Now, okay, we got some full houses to take care of here in columns 8 and 9. This is where your 1's going to be, and this is going to be your 2, which resolves this 2, 8. They compare in the middle, and we resolve this 6 and the 1 right there. Nice. Okay, to the end. We got the 1 right there, and we're going to have a 6 and a 1, which makes this a 6, and a 3, which makes this your 3, and this your 8. Check out this other video to see another genius way to spot and solve Sudoku continuous loops. Thank you, Skidix, for letting me feature your puzzles. You're an awesome setter. I'm going to feature more of them in the future. Don't forget to buy me a coffee link. It really helps support my channel. Thank you so much for watching.